I've started setting up. I'm getting there, but it's not quite where I need it to be. Hello, everyone. To those who are already on board and sitting in the background there, good day. Almost good afternoon. It's so much nicer to be on a computer than try to battle away on your iPad, I gotta say. Hey, baby girl, you're first up today. Nice. I am. I'm really good. I've just been rushing around like a lunatic, though. Trying to get used to, living in a new place. I sort of set the bedroom up yesterday. I've still got a lot to do, but my desk is here. My desk is the main thing, and at least I've got the computer going. So definitely in that regard, on top of it. So hopefully on the weekend I can completely unpack. How are you, BB girl? Might be a quiet one today. I know I have my background people. How are you, Sue? So I know that there are people over there. Eleonora, ooh, thank you. I don't know why I've been rushing around like a loopy-loo this morning. Trying to, when you move into a new place and you have to find someone new to do your nails or your hair, and you need to find out the best, Woolworths to go shopping at and those sort of things. Hey, Caitlin, how you going? Hey, Patrice, nice to have you on board. Oh, Elaine, that's such good feedback. Well done. Hey, Jeanette, how you going? And Miraya, how are you? So you bought yourself a house. No wonder I could see a change in your finances. How cool is that? Latika, how you going? It's a wonder I actually didn't see a house or a move, but maybe you didn't intend, and maybe I've only just seen the change in your finances. But I'm surprised I didn't pick that up. So I was saying, so it's really, I bet I forgot to hit the send button. On what? Have I answered something and forgotten to send it? That wouldn't surprise me. I've done that before. I've gone in and seen something sitting there and thought, I haven't sent it, and it's been important. Hey, Scott, how you going? Hey, Lynette, how are you? I'll have to double check what you're talking about, Caitlin, because it would not surprise me at all. I hope that I've finished completely with the old place, like the bonds being reimbursed, and everything was sort of left alone there, which was awesome. Okay, so I have to go back and double check that. Hey, Lauren, how you going? I thought about ringing you again the other day and realised you're at work. I'll have to get into the run of things, flow of things. I did go back on the weekend. Yeah, we've had very little rain over here, Scott. It's just been quite normal, really, for this time of the year. All right. We're all coming through. Okay. BB girl, what's up for you today? Let's start. Oh, you're in the Queen of Cups energy, which is beautiful, and you have the Fool card coming through. So there's a new beginning here and an ending to something. I do like that you've got the Magician here, though. So the Queen of Cups says to me you're in a really good place at the moment. You may have been doing like some work on yourself. I feel that's been coming through a lot in the readings lately. Like people are really starting to understand how to pay attention to themselves in a healthy way. So either, looking after themselves physically, maybe understanding how to meditate, that sort of energy. And I see you here really sort of sitting in the energy of joy and happiness. So if you haven't got to this yet, this is where you're going. There's a brand new beginning for you here, and I feel like you've manifested it. I'm just going to double check this, though, because you are ending something to begin something new. And I know that you've asked me a few times about work, so I'm just going to get some clarity on that. something you've been very worried about. I feel really strongly here that everything is turning around for you, because I see a lot of stability in the Four of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like everything is about to turn around for you, and I feel that you're now in the energy of being really grateful for where you are. So because you're in that energy, it's like everything is landing in your lap. You're coming out of a period, there's a job coming through for you. So you're coming out of a period where you felt a little disappointed and a little sort of disenchanted, and you're moving into a new period. I want to say to you, don't give up. You're right on the edge of everything coming in for you here. There's definitely a job. I feel like you've been well supported, and that really does help. I feel like you've had periods where you felt quite low. Everything is about to start coming your way. So just remember, you are manifesting here with the Magician energy. So it is starting to change, even if you can't see the changes. All right, nice reading. All right. Let's not run away to, oh my goodness, we're busy. Elaine. All right, so you just want a little bit of an update from Spirit. So you haven't actually been at work, Lauren? Have you? Oh, you've been cut off with the water. Of course you have. Never even thought about that. You should have flicked me a text and let me know. All right, let's see what's going on for Elaine. Elaine, you've got a lot of energy here of moving away from something. You know how we always say you're moving away from something that no longer serves you. Now you've talked about a house move. I'm wondering here whether you're moving somewhere and leaving things behind. So you may be sort of closing down a part of your life and moving into a new time. I feel like because I have two cards of walking away. So it's almost like you are happy to leave something behind, and maybe that is the old house or whatever. I definitely feel you're heading in the right direction here with the star. But there almost feels to me like you may be leaving people behind here. And I can't help but thinking they are either you are moving away from your children or moving at a distance to your children, or if it's not children I'm seeing here, then it could be that you're moving away from people who are quite immature. But there's definitely this really nice movement away from things, and I feel like you're serving a purpose with this. It's not just moving away for the sake of it. I feel like it's almost like you're brushing your hands clean and just leaving things behind, because you're realizing that what you were doing up until now hasn't really been in your best interest, and you're trusting here your intuition. So I really like this energy, because it's almost like it's symbolic of what you're going through at the moment, like closing down old energy and opening up new opportunities, which is really good. So whatever you're doing here, it's like you are drawing a line in the sand and moving forward. It's really nice energy. All right, Jess. Okay, let's have a look for you. So enjoyed and resonated with the reading today. That's always good. All right, let's have a look. I can see everybody else has said hello, but I'm trying to keep the messages up so I can go through them. I love to read them. Let's have a look for you, Jess. Oh, I can see that, Jess. Definitely can. Look, you've got the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords coming through. So, yes, you've been processing a lot, but I feel it's a little bit Tower energy here. I feel that you've been in a place for a while where perhaps you have definitely been processing, but I feel almost like you've been in a place for a long while, and perhaps you needed to go through some of these energies and you've sort of put them down. There's completions here, but I see a lot of anxiety and stress around a completion. So if you say you've been grieving, that would make a whole lot of sense to me. I feel like as time goes by, you are going to be in a much better place. And I love this deck because look at the Hierophant looking at the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you are on the right path. You're doing what you need to be doing. And although it feels like very heavy energy for you at the moment, I feel like you needed to do this to move into the next area of your life. And what I feel with you moving forward is this lightness of being. It's very much a different energy for you. I feel like here, whatever this completion is, it really hasn't been easy for you. Really hasn't been easy. But I feel like it isn't just one thing here. It's like there's a lot of energy of grieving, yes, but there's also a lot of energy for other things that have come to close as well. So if you've lost someone, it might mean that meant a lot of other things have had to go too, and I'm not really sure what that means, but maybe you're processing old memories here, for example. And I feel like you're moving into a much better energy with the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups. Although you can't see it yet, I feel that whatever's changed you here has changed, even though you can't see it, it has changed you for the better here. I feel like you've really paid attention to you. You've really looked for yourself, looked out for yourself. So being we've got both nines, I would say to you the 10 is coming, and then once you hit that 10, things will be on the improve then. But just be kind to yourself. You know, going through something like huge changes like that, even though they sort of change a lot of things around us, you still need to be, you know, loving and kind to yourself, because it's tough times here. But there is a rainbow on the other side. There is a shining light there. So just keep pushing through. All right. Now, you asked about a job, Miraya. Let's have a look for you. Let's have a look. Okay. Well, that's very interesting. You asked about a job, and the reading's come up with a love answer here for you. So I'm going to give you the love answer, but I feel like perhaps with work, there's something here that's saying to me, perhaps something else needs to be attended to in your life. If you're not in a relationship, an offer is coming, all right? So I want to say to you that something to do with your path, there's somebody here coming towards you. If you're already in a relationship, then it does look like things are going to take a brand new turn here for the better. But there's sort of like this confusion around you at the moment, and I feel that maybe there's definitely a job here, all right? So you've got work coming in, but it's almost like you've got to deal with other things before this comes towards you. And it has to do with you letting go, I want to say. You're holding on to something here that is not really, it's draining your energy, and you're not manifesting because of it. That's probably the easiest way to say it. It's like it's holding you back, okay? So I really would suggest that you try to clear that energy, because something is waiting for you. But it's almost like you've got to clear something here. You've got to clear some sort of confusion before it can come forward. And I feel, you know, a lot of people don't realize it, but when your head is full of stuff that you don't have, or your head is full of the past, you've got no room to manifest anything new. So if you're filling it up with what's gone and what you can't control, then you're not allowing for new things to come through. So this job is coming, and I feel like it's not far away. You have the 9 of Cups coming out with the 9 of Pentacles, all right? So it's like the wish is here. It's just waiting for you to clear something before you can move forward. And the best way I can say it is either you've got something that's draining your energy, or a relationship that's draining your energy, or perhaps you're wanting a relationship. But whatever it is, you're blocking yourself, basically. So just let go. Trust. The universe is going to provide you with a job. 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. One would think 9 of time. So it could be 9 days. I don't feel like it's 9 weeks. I feel like it's somewhere around the 9-day mark. but it could be a little bit, could be, if it's 9 weeks, that's 2 months, possible, but I don't feel as though it's that long. All right, Dina, will you hear from Chris soon? Happy ending, is he the person meant for you? Hi, Marie, how you going? Hello, Rosie. And Lauren, look, I went over, my daughter's got 5 children. They were all sick the other day, and she was sick too, and her partner was the only one who wasn't sick. And, of course, he has to go to work. And I feel like sometimes that is so hard. I mean, we obviously take it on ourselves to, you know, have families and whatever else, but, oh, my goodness, that would be such a struggle. And so I feel for you, I really do. So hopefully you don't get sick with it. A lot of tummy bugs around at the moment, which really shocks me because it's been so wet. And normally that's a good sign, clears the air. But, all right, Dina, I'm going to put 2 cards down for each part here. So will you hear from Chris soon? Happy ending for you. And is he the person meant for you? Okay. I feel like I want to say everybody is meant for you. If they come on your path, they're meant for you, but whether they're here for the long haul or just a short time. Okay, will you hear from Chris soon? You have the 10 of Cups coming through with the Hierophant. So I would say to you, yes, there's definitely seems to be communication. The Hierophant is Taurus season, so you're probably looking sort of towards the end of April and into May, but I definitely feel there's going to be communication here. The 10 of Cups does say it's positive, so I will look at that again. Happy ending for you. I would say this is looking really good, that things could be revived here with the Ace of Wands. You could be dealing with the Leo Sagittarius here, so there does look like a new beginning with somebody here, so it's possible you could get on the same page. Is he in for the long haul? Look, you've got the second chance card here. This time it looks as though things are going to be different. It looks like somebody's ready to invest. So for whatever reason that this person moved away from, I feel like they may make contact with you sort of in at the end of April going into May. I'm not sure that they're going to be quite ready to move forward at that point, but it may be that communication picks up again, which is really all you want. You don't want to rush things if the things weren't right to start with. But it does feel like there's an opportunity to give it another go. I just think you're going to be on different pages this time around. I feel like there's a lot more honesty and openness this time around. Okay, Patrice, let's have a look what's going on for you in love. Okay, let's see what's going on, Patrice. Okay, there does seem to be somebody around you, but I have to say here, you know, this is sort of the Knight of Wands, and I feel like sometimes the Knight of Wands does come across as a very flippant energy or a quick passing energy. So I feel like something's coming through for you. You have the Chariot, so it feels like it's coming towards you now. I do want to say to you, use your intuition with this person. I'm not really sure that they want the same things as you, and I would be remiss if I didn't say to you, be a little cautious with this person. Obviously, you're a smart woman, but sometimes when we get sort of wrapped up in some people who come across as very charming and very charming, this person feels like they're for real, but it's just something that they've learned to do. So I want to say I feel like you're dealing with someone who is playing here, mainly because I've got the 5 of Wands here. So it makes me feel here that the possibility that is that this person isn't in it for marriage and commitment. I feel like this person is sort of just in for a bit of fun. So that is coming towards you. But with the High Priestess here, I want to say to you, trust that intuition. If something doesn't feel right, investigate it. Ask the questions. Some people are very scared of asking the questions because they think if they ask the question, the man will run a mile. But if he's interested, he'd be quite happy to answer your questions. I don't feel like this one's in it for the long haul, though, but definitely somebody coming through. If you want to have a little bit of fun, go for it. All right. Jeanette. give you insight into Spirit's messages for you. Thanks, Caitlin. Okay. Spirit's messages for you. Well, first off, I want to say you've got 3 out of 4 cards, Major Arcana. So something really, there's a lot of closing out of cycles here. There is a real energy, though, with this sort of cards that I'm feeling here, is that maybe you're starting to think that things aren't going anywhere and things aren't happening, but they are. I feel that we get sort of a little bit caught up in the time factor, you know, waiting for time to move. But there is definitely some sort of finishing out of something. But I see a brand new beginning with the Hierophant here, and you also have the Magician. So it's like you've been on shaky ground, and now things are starting to stabilize here, but you're starting to manifest as well. And I feel like when I look back, that manifestation may have been something you weren't feeling you were able to do, or that you weren't feeling you were manifesting something. Now, I feel here, especially with this Hierophant here, that there is an energy of feeling unstable or not feeling connected. And then you get the 10 of Pentacles through. So I feel like, for example, if you had a job that you didn't feel was really right for you, or it wasn't feeling like it was only casual, for example, then I feel with the 10 of Pentacles, it's definitely that moving to a much more stable energy. I feel like with the Magician, though, there's sort of that energy that Spirit is saying to you that you have everything you need. Maybe you're just waiting for the next phase to come through. So I feel like here they're just talking about generally. You have also the High Priestess coming through. So I want to say to you, trust your manifestations. Don't sort of get into that energy of not trusting where you're going. I feel that you perhaps sometimes get a little I don't want to say impatient. It doesn't so much feel like impatient, but it's not trusting. It's not trusting that you are being led to a better place. So it sort of definitely feels to me it's got something to do with money, but I feel more so than money that there is a lot of stability coming through. So it's like life has been a little bit testing, and now something stable's coming. So if it's in regards, I can't see a relationship, so I'm more inclined to think it's job, work, or just your general stability. Maybe things have been a little bit unsure for a while. That's what I would feel. All right, let's have a look. The next one. Oh, we've got a lot of people on board today. Holy dooly. Okay. Jessica, what is Mike thinking about you this week? Everybody's got COVID at the moment. It is everywhere. It is rampant. I've spoken to a couple of people this week that have been very, very sick, and other people that have had pretty good run with it. So it's just, I just think we just expect it now. I don't think you can avoid it anymore. All right, let's have a look at Mike. They're making a fortune with those tests, though. One of the beautiful people on here yesterday was saying that in the States, and I think in England too, you get your COVID tests for free. We have to buy ours, and they're not so cheap. So, which sort of makes me feel people aren't going to do them if they're going to cost them money all the time. So it's pretty tacky. All right, what is Mike thinking about you this week? 7 of Cups. I feel that somehow or another somebody is rethinking the past here, all right? So I've got the 6 of Cups with the Hanged Man. So I feel this person is rethinking the past. There's sort of this energy, though, that it's like things didn't go the way this person thought they were going to, and I think they were surprised by that. You may be dealing with someone who had an idea that things should work a certain way. I remember going out with this guy once, and I remember sort of being with him for a few months, and he said to me one day, "You're not as wifey as I thought you would be." I'm like, what do you mean by that? I think sometimes people have this conception or this idea that people should be a certain way, like all women should be submissive, all women should be accommodating. And I sort of got this energy with this person that perhaps they thought you were going to be very different to what you were. But there is this energy of wanting to return or trying to make a mind up whether to return to the past. So there's definitely thinking here. I do think this person finds you very attractive and they feel very connected to you. I do feel this person wanted to take things further, but I feel like somehow or another things didn't go in the direction they anticipated. So what he's thinking about there is, does he revisit the past? Is he able to make that work? Obviously, you have some sort of difference between you that it sort of throws him a little bit. He's not comfortable with something to do with the relationship. It's not going the right way. I guess I would feel this if somebody was a different religion to you or had different ideas to you. Like, you know, for example, a man might expect you to, you know, be the person who stays home and has children. And if you're not that sort of person, obviously that would cause conflict. So there's something, I feel like it may be even ethically, but I feel like he is thinking about whether he revisits. So that's a good thing, Jessica. All right. Oh, wow, Lynette, that's a big one, isn't it? $4,000. Okay. Let's have a look. That card jumped out and you've got the 9 of Cups. I don't think I need to read another card really, but I'm going to, because I'm going to see if I can give you some insight. But that just jumped out at me. So I don't know if you've actually asked someone or whether this is coming through for you as a surprise, but there's definitely a 9 of Cups, very lively here. That's the Ace of Swords, beautiful. All right, one more. Okay. I feel like somehow or another somebody is going to answer your prayers with this. I don't know whether you are going to be able to source this money yourself, whether it's going to be offered to you, but it doesn't feel like it's a gift. I feel like somehow or another somebody's going to give you an idea or a way of getting this money through another means. So, for example, I remember one time I was finding something very difficult and somebody said to me, try for this particular loan that was going through at the time, you may be able to get that loan. So there is something here that's making me feel that somebody's giving you an insight of where to go for help. So it's possible that somebody could be telling you somebody's offering loans, or it's easy to get grants from somebody at some point or another. But I feel like that's the avenue it's coming through. I don't feel like it's a gift. I feel like it's almost like somebody's telling you how to get hold of that money. All right, I will leave you with that. Karen, what is going on with this job business? They chose the less experienced person. I always think that's a cop-out. I've had that said to me before, that they felt I was too experienced with the job and that I would get bored with it. That's not a good enough reason to not give someone a job. Okay. There's definitely a job here. I've got to say to you, there is definitely a job here. You are definitely manifesting a job. There is forward movement here. So it's still here. It's still showing. The thing is, you're coming up as the King of Pentacles, which says to me that you are highly experienced, highly educated, and very, very good at what you do. But I wonder here that you don't intimidate. Now, I don't think it's intentional, and I do not get that energy from you at all. But sometimes we can sort of give off a different energy, and I don't want you to sort of back off thinking somehow or another you can do things differently and everything will be okay. Because sometimes when we're told something, we get fearful of showing it then, and we don't show our truth. So there's a real energy here of you actually are very, very good at what you do, and you make people feel a little like they aren't going to match up. And nobody wants to manage a person who looks more competent than them, unless you're a manager like me who thinks that is great in a person if they can do the job really well. So I feel like you might be finding that when you're going for jobs, that the people that are interviewing you are less experienced than you. How you can make yourself a little bit more humble, maybe something you could look into, but you can't not be who you are. All right. So I do get that. But it may be just having an awareness that you sort of have this way of being so confident and so upfront with where you are that perhaps people feel, because you're coming across as the King of Pentacles. So to me, that says you are at the top of your game. The next question I need to ask then here is, are you going for jobs that are below your capability? Are you not going for where you need to be? Because that could be the way too, that, maybe you're going for jobs as a manager and you should be a CEO or a general manager. I want to say to you, you are definitely manifesting here, and we do have the Chariot here. So I do feel something is definitely coming for you. I mean, this could be June here, which does still seem a little way away, but mostly I want to say to you is maybe you're batting lower than average. you may be going for jobs that are below what you are able to do. And we can do that sometimes when we don't get jobs. So and we apply for a few jobs that we know we can do and we don't get them. We start to sort of go for sort of, I don't want to say lower jobs, but we go for jobs underneath what we're capable of, thinking that maybe we look really confident doing that. I'm just wondering, maybe, number one, be really sure that you're conscious of yourself when you're in the interview. Maybe that will help you see what's going on. And also, don't go for jobs that are below your level, because that could make people feel that you are too good for the job. All right, let's have a look. Latika, with your work and study, let's have a look for you. Yeah, it sort of makes me feel that way, Karen, when you're saying they're going for the less experienced person, that maybe they're feeling you're too confident or too good for the role. I mean, that's no reflection on you. I think it's an amazing thing, but it just makes me feel that maybe you need something. You need to go for something that's in line with what you want. Don't second guess yourself. I remember this woman not so long ago, a couple of years ago, and she asked me to be a reference for her. And she said to me she was going for a job at something like level 3. And she was clearly a level 5. And I said to her, why are you going for 3? And she said, I think that I could do 3. Oh, if you think you can do 3, then think you could do 4. Because if you think you can do 3, you need to have a little bit of a challenge. And she was clearly well above that challenge. And she did get a 5. And she was so good at what she did. So I feel like sometimes we tend to sort of underestimate ourselves. That's, I guess, the best way of saying it. All right, let's have a look. Hey, spirit animal, how are you going? Latika wants some guidance on what you should do with work and study. Okay. Ooh, beautiful energy here. Okay. Don't be scared of money, Latika. It's okay to want money. All right. For some unknown reason in society, we're given this idea that we shouldn't be wealthy or we shouldn't have money coming towards us. And we tend to sort of question when we want something that pays a lot of money. You just go for whatever's right for you. There's definitely whatever you're choosing to do here is going to pay extremely well, and you're going to really be able to have a brand new start. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's always for me that energy of you could do a lot of things. You've got more than one opportunity here. In fact, I have the 7 of Cups. So I feel like because you have a lot of opportunity, it might become a little confusing, a little overwhelming. I feel, first off, you need to work with people. There is a real energy with you that you like to be around other people. I get a strong sense of creation, like wanting to create, really good at creating. And maybe you just haven't explored that as well as you could have done. The Queen of Swords comes through. And often the Queen of Swords sort of makes me feel a person is very good at seeing justice, very good in the logical sense, but also very good at making decisions. So if you're strong in decision making, you're creative, you might like to go into something which might be, for example, at the dry end of things like policy writing or writing, but in a practical sense for work. You could be wanting to go into something that has a legal feel to it, but ultimately I feel there is a real need for you to be around other people. I do feel that you can make a lot of money out of what you do. So if I was to pinch a job here and say, well, okay, I could see you managing others, I could see you organizing people here. You're coming across as this very organized, strategic person. So I feel like here, maybe that's the avenue you need to go in, somewhere where you can really use your creativity, but also design or create something. But I don't think it's like designing clothes or creating like creating outfits or anything like that. Doesn't feel like that sort of design. It feels more like project management or managing something in that regard. Maybe that's the way that I would feel it most. But definitely feeling like you probably work extremely well by yourself, but there's a real need here for you to work with other people. So maybe you'd be working in a team of people doing that. Maybe that's why project management seems to be some sort of project work. All right, I will move on up. Lauren, take a general throat. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Hi, Holly, how you going? Brenda, how you going there? All right, Lauren, working, oh my goodness, okay. I take it from this that you're really enjoying your new job because it feels like it's really fitting you well here. I feel that you're gaining a sense of respect here that you haven't had before or haven't experienced before, but it feels like you're being listened to, which is really good. I want to say to you, let your guard down now. You don't have to worry. I feel that this is a really good way to go. You've got the 9 of Cups coming through here. I feel like the universe is saying to you, just sort of, you can go with the flow. It's almost either you're trying too hard or you're being a little defensive and sort of pushing things a little hard. And I want to say to you, kick back. 9 of Cups. All right. So everything is here. I feel like you're coming up here beautifully with the Queen of Pentacles at one side and the High Priestess at the other. So I feel like somehow or another the Queen of Pentacles makes me feel like whatever this is fits you really well. I feel like with that High Priestess, you're sort of letting go of a lot of energy and just feeling like you fit and that you can really read the people around you. So it's like let go of your expectations now. It's sort of like you're already in the door. It's the right job for you. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. I feel like you're going to go a long way in this one. I do feel that you're being accepted a lot more than what you have been in the past. All right, let's move up a little bit. Interesting. She didn't reply to you. Wow, that's really odd, isn't it? Well, that must have been who was coming through. That's really interesting. So I guess you're asking me, will she reach out? I wonder what it is with her. I would say to you, no, not at the moment. There's a block here. I feel, although I don't have the cards that sort of support what I'm feeling, there seems to be this feeling of, I want to say jealousy or wow, okay, so I've got the Seven of Swords coming through here. So things are definitely not what they seem, all right? So again, I'm going to say, I feel like something has happened here, and I don't feel that you are responsible or know what's happened, but it's almost like somebody's either jealous or unresponsive because somehow or another something's been said or done that's made this person feel like they don't want to be connected with you, at least at this time. Now, I'm not really sure if it could, because there's a lot of people sitting here. So it could definitely be gossip, but whatever this is, this person is sort of like, has got sort of in their head about it here, and they're sort of moving forward. They have really got their back to you here. So no, I don't feel there's going to be communication, BB girl, at least for a little while. I feel like this person is going to sort of mull on what they've got. I feel that they don't have the confidence to speak up and say what's going on with them. But somehow or another, I get this energy that she's just backed away from you. But I can't help feeling something's been said or done that's made her feel that's upset her, but she doesn't know how to approach it. And don't worry, move on, get on with things. It's in her court, the ball's in her court. You've made enough effort now. All right, let's see what else is going on. Brenda, when will there be communication coming in from Curtis? There's communication coming, Brenda, so there definitely is communication coming through. Again, strong energy of Taurus. But this person's going through a tower at the moment. There's some sort of energy of them rebuilding in their own life. So I don't know what's going on for them. You may be dealing with Leo, Scorpio energy here. So I do see communication coming in the future, but I feel like this person isn't in the place to communicate at the moment. They seem to be going through some sort of turmoil here in their own life that they're needing to rebuild. So something's come to the surface for them that they need to work on. Yeah, they're working on themselves. I feel like this person's just taken time out from everything to have a really good look at what they want. This doesn't feel to me like anybody who's flitting around with other people. This looks like someone who's head down, bum up, doing their work and minding their business here. But I do see communication coming through in Taurus season. So it's possible this person could get in touch with you somewhere at the end of April, going into May, and let you know what's going on for them. So hopefully that might help you see things a little bit differently. All right, Ben. What actions do you and your wife need to take to get yourselves into a house or a rental in Queensland? There's a lot of energy of persistence here. A lot of energy of just keep going at something, but not giving up, keep trying. I feel there is definitely a feeling here that maybe you need to go through different channels for a rental. I don't feel that the normal channels are working here or will work for you. So it might mean that you have to go on some of those sites and maybe, put out an expression of interest, and somebody may come to the party there rather than you just going through realestate.com. It doesn't feel like you're going to get anything that way. There's just this energy of a lot of persistence, a lot of communication, and a lot of disappointment. So I'm feeling like here, the best thing you could do is maybe look in areas where they have like a market website where people can say, I'm looking for a house and this is what I'm looking for. I feel like it will come that way rather than going through normal channels. There is a real strong feeling here that you may have to broaden what you're looking for as well, because it feels to me like you've got the Four of Cups, which is sort of like, to me, is just doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And that is really coming through very strongly. But what I do see here is I do see celebration. So I feel that you can make it work. But I feel like here, if you go through the way I said, through private groups, and just let people know what you're after, I feel like somebody here is coming to your rescue. So I feel like you will be offered something, but it just won't be through the normal channels. All right. Hey, Susie, how are you going? How's all your YouTube and everything going? Okay, Susie, let's have a look. Okay. Susie. My gut feeling tells me that you need to go for it. You've got the Ace of Wands here. I feel like you have that real entrepreneurial spirit. You have the Ace of Cups coming through with the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this is a go, all right? I feel like this is a go. I feel that you need to do what you need to do. The problem is I have the Two of Pentacles here. So I'm feeling like you want to do it, but you're not quite sure how to hone that skill or that particular thing or what's going to work best. So there seems to be a lot of decision making here. This to me is this energy, all right? So it's like the heart energy and the head energy coming through here, right? That's exactly what it feels like. And it's like, passion and love driving it, but not really sure what direction to go in. So the way I'm feeling this is your passion may be to do, I don't know, one thing, I don't know, Reiki, massage, whatever. But you know that you could make more money by doing something a little bit different, maybe selling crystals or reading cards. And it's like you're trying to find the balance between the two. Do you go in expecting to, make a lot of money, or are you going in to get your name out there so that eventually you will get a good following and thereby make money? But whatever it is, you just need to go in. You've got a lot of passion and drive here. June or October or both, I would say to you both with the Two of Pentacles. I do feel with that the Prince of Pentacles here says to me that no matter which way you choose to go, the universe is sort of pushing you in that direction. So I feel like you'll do both with that Two of Pentacles. But what I feel like you may do is you may lead with passion on one and lead with love on the other. So you may do one thing on one and you may do the other thing on the other and see how it goes. All right, good luck. How exciting getting started on that. All right, spirit animal. Still hasn't happened, huh? When will you start the next job? General career. Something wanted to come out here, so we'll start off with that. Now the Three of Pentacles coming through. So you definitely have room in your life for more than one thing. And I feel like you're starting to realize that here. You're becoming more balanced in your approach. Next job could be 3 weeks to 3 months. I'm probably leaning more towards 3 weeks, so I don't feel like it's too far away. Hanged Man, you're not very patient and you're not very good at waiting. But the Star card tells me that you're just, in Six of Swords. So it's very much this energy of the Hanged Man. So the universe saying to you to just be patient. It's happening. Things are moving the way they're meant to be. You have the Star card, which tells me that you're aligning perfectly with your destiny, and the Six of Swords, which is saying to me that you will be leaving things behind to move towards something new. Even if at the moment it doesn't feel this way, you are definitely moving in the right direction here in terms of your work. So generally in your career, I feel you are perfectly aligned here. There's definitely some energy of you needing to sort of trust that it's going in your direction. The Three of Pentacles tells me Five of Wands, King of Wands, Two of Pentacles. So there's still love here, but I don't feel like it's ready to come in quite yet. I feel like you need to be more in this balanced energy. So for me, this is saying that you are very focused on your work and your career, and you haven't really had, I don't think it's the time or the energy, but it's like you haven't really had the space to think about a relationship because you're very focused on work. So I feel like once that starts to happen here, you can start to pull in the other energies. Because once you know you've got the job, it's something permanent, ongoing, then you will have the room to think about something more in your life. But we're definitely looking at everything falling into place on your path with the Star card when it's ready. All right. Sue Prescott. Okay. Anything Spirit wants to know about the next month? Let's have a look for you, Sue. I hope you're doing well. All right. Better get moving with these readings. Okay. Oh, wow. I almost feel like you've been holding back on speaking to somebody or opening up to something that you feel that you've held back for such a long time and you need to let go of. There's a very strong feeling here that communication for you is required where you have been used to sitting back and saying nothing. We do have the Hermit card coming through here. So it really does feel that way with the Hermit card now. So either you have something that you want to say to someone that you're not feeling that you can hold on to any longer, or a situation's going to come up for you where you realize that you need to stand up for yourself. Because I see you really, the energy of speaking out. So I clarified it with the Hermit. So if this hasn't happened yet, I would say to you, you need to be ready because something is going to require you here to let down the defenses and go for something and speak up. You have a lot of energy around sort of being able to assert your power here in a necessary way. So I feel like you've been sitting back on something for a really long time, or maybe you've never had to say something before, and an energy coming through of you needing to speak up. Now, it may not necessarily be so much defending yourself, but maybe you're used to just agreeing with things when people want things a certain way rather than creating what you see as conflict. And this says to me that you have to get past that. So whatever this is, I see you standing up for yourself here, perhaps with somebody you've never stood up to before. All right, Jodes, love read. Oh, whoa, got a few up here. Okay, Jodes, love reading. Jodes, love reading. Okay, so Jodes, you are manifesting love, all right? So sometimes when we can't see anything or we don't get an indication, we might expect something to come very quickly. I'm feeling like here it's still manifesting. There's definitely somebody coming through for you, but I don't feel it's quite ready at the moment. This could be Gemini season with the lovers, which will sort of land you round about May, June. But you are manifesting something. I feel like you're ready too with the Queen of Pentacles energy. So it's like you're ready to become, you know, a part of a couple or whatever else. So I feel that your energy is good. The only thing is you have the Two of Swords sitting here with the Three of Wands. And sometimes this sort of makes me feel like there's something from your past that you need to move on from, or you need to change the way you see things going forward. A lot of us measure out our future from our past. And sometimes it really is about us letting go and just trusting that we are doing what we need to be doing. The Two of Swords says there's some sort of decision you're making about moving forward. So either you are still trying to get past something in your past, or you're trying to work out how to move forward. So it might be that you're trying to work out how to move forward to meet someone. And that's possible with the Two of Swords here. But I'm feeling like I need to say to you, just really trust that you've already asked for it. Trust that it is coming your way. It may take time. I get a definite feeling of 3 months here. It's not right on your doorstep, but definitely feeling you've got to make a decision to just let go here and just move forward. Whether that's trusting what you've already put out there, or whether it's trusting yourself to meet someone. Maybe you're wondering, like somebody said to me the other day, I go out all the time, I do this and I do that. And I'm like, you're going to meet someone. You don't have to really, you know, try to meet someone. You can be in those places, but have fun while you're there. Don't be trying to meet someone. Just allow it to go. People fall into your lap when you least expect it. All right, Scott, let's have a look at a twin flame update. Very interesting energy. So the Nine of Pentacles tells me that you are working on yourself right now, which is where you're supposed to be. I feel like here with this Nine of Pentacles that you're becoming more comfortable in your own skin, maybe more comfortable with being single, but I really like this energy. The Strength card tells me that there's still work to be done here. So the Strength sort of talks about us taming our inner demons. So don't let go of the good work you're doing, because it is showing up here that you are doing what you need to be doing. I do see some sort of return or manifestation here with the Judgment card. I do feel that there will be a return or a revisit of something, absolutely. And I do have the Queen of Pentacles coming through. So this could be somebody who's a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but it could also be somebody who's connected to somebody else. So if your person, if your twin flame is connected to someone else, when they come forward, I feel that they are still connected to someone. So it might be something that you need to work with. I don't feel, look, Scorpio energy coming through here. Okay, so I feel like if your person gets in touch with you, at the moment, you need to be doing what you need to be doing. So whatever you're doing the right thing. You're working on yourself, very, very important. But there is definitely an energy of somebody coming forward here, but I feel like this person is either in another commitment or married. And it may be that even though they're coming in to talk to you or make contact with you, it could be a while before they're in a position to have a relationship, for example. But definitely showing that energy of return. All right, Rosie, a general message. Jeanette, don't worry about where you're going. Just go with the flow. I feel that's what's coming to a head with you there. I feel that you're trying to push too hard for results, but let it go. Just trust that it's coming and it will come when it's ready. Okay. Okay. Hey, Ataya, how are you going? All right, Rosie, a little reading from Spirit. Oh, love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. A lot of anxiety around you, Rosie. A lot of swords coming through here. A lot of swords. So I put out 7 cards and 5 of them are swords cards. There is an energy here that the truth will be seen. It will come. I feel that you are going to get clarity on something here. But there's sort of this energy of, again, this 7 of Wands energy, which is coming through a lot lately. This energy of fighting for something. And I feel like I want to say to you, you don't have to fight with the Hermit card. You just have to sit back, just do your thing, do what you've been doing. It's all happening. I've got this energy here of illegal stuff happening, but I also have this energy of anxiety and stress. I feel like there's competition here, and I feel like somehow or another you have to beat the competition by being able to do what you need to do, but not feel that you need to fight. So I get again that energy of trusting the process with the Ace of Swords. I feel like something's going on for you here. Yeah, the Judgment card. That's coming out a bit too, isn't it? With the Prince of Wands. There's communication coming through to you, and it feels like you're having to fight for something. I want to say to you, don't feel that you have to fight for it. The Hermit card says this is the time where you just learn to chill, sit back, and allow things to unfold. This energy is very competitive for me, all that swords energy. And that's not all of them here because we have swords here as well. It's like a fear of competing against people, a fear of competing for something. And I feel like here I just need to say to you, especially with that Judgment card, that something is coming around again. You don't have to fight for it. Just trust that you will have clarity and you'll be able to move forward when the time is right. But this could definitely be something legal here coming through. All right, I will leave you with that. Just trust that. Truth will set you free. All right. Kim, will you fall pregnant this year? Let's have a look. Oh, Janet, how you going? Just noticed you there. Yes, I tell you, that's what somebody said to me. If you want tests, I can send you a couple. We don't need them, or I don't need them. And I was like, that's fabulous. Thank you very much. But it probably cost you a lot to send me those with postage. So here today I got 5 tests for $56, $55, somewhere around there, which is a bit cheaper than they were before, but still we have to pay for them. I'm sort of glad, though, that the people on pension cards can get them for free, because I think that really should have happened before. Yeah, Caitlin said the same thing for her state. Isn't it different? So different across Australia. Tests from the school. Yes, I know the kids have those too. Yeah, Carmel, I'm pretty much done for readings now. So I like to try and fold it all up at 1 o'clock because I know I'll still have some left here. So, yeah, no more readings, please. All right. Will you fall pregnant this year, Kim? I feel like either you've been trying for a while. I would say to you there is a good possibility that you could this year, but if it is coming through this year, it may be a lot later than what you anticipate. So I'm feeling like, yes, there's a possibility here. I still feel there's a lot of disappointment around you with these 2 cards here. So it's sort of like letting go of disappointment. Now, I know that when people are trying to fall pregnant and they put a lot of pressure on themselves, sometimes it can make it harder to sort of allow your body to fall pregnant. I want to say to you, work with your orange chakra. So eat orange, dress in orange, do everything orange. And even if you can meditate, do meditations for the orange chakra, the sacral chakra. It will help you sort of get rid of any blockages. I do feel it's possible, but I feel like it's not till later. I feel like we're talking Scorpio season here, so somewhere around November. But I feel like you're putting a little bit of pressure on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Just trust that it will happen for you. I feel like you've had some disappointments and it's pushed you back. Don't focus on the disappointment. Just remember that, you know, it will happen in its own time. I see a boy, so it will happen when it's ready to. All right. Fran, what's next in love? No more readings, please. I will fold up after what I've got here. So I have Fran, Holly, Kim, Sandra, Valerie. No more after that. Okay. Fran, what is next in love? Okay, what's next in love? You know, I love getting major arcanas out because, Fran, when major arcanas come out, something significant is coming your way, but you need to trust. And I feel like I'm speaking to someone that doesn't always trust the process. So be really sure that if you trust, you can just move on and do other things and you don't be focused on it all the time. Because if you're focused only on love, then it makes it really hard for the universe to bring manifestations in. You ain't got no room. I feel really strongly here because you have the sun here, but the sun came in after the moon. And I feel like sometimes it's like you trust it, that the moon and the high priestess are similar energy too. So it's like you need to trust the process. And if you trust the process, the light will be shone on when it's going to happen for you. So there's definitely somebody coming through for you here. Now we have Cancer, Pisces, Leo energy. We have Libra energy coming through as well, and Aries energy. The thing is, I have the Seven of Cups here. So I actually feel like whatever's happening for you here is that you have a lot more opportunity, or you will have a lot more opportunity than you're currently seeing. Now, this always makes me laugh. That's why I had a little chuckle, because I feel like when people are looking for love and they sort of let go and allow the universe just to bring it in as it should, often you'll find I have 1717 on the clock here. Often you'll find, sorry, the thumbs up people, 1717. Often you'll find when you let go, you'll get more than one option. And I have to say to you, I feel like you're going to get more than one option. So just when you're ready and something starts to eventuate, you may have more than one person around you and you may have a choice. All right, let's have a look. Yeah, spirit animals on the same track as me too. Don't worry, Lauren, your workplace knows what's going on. The spirit says just let down your defensiveness. You don't have to worry. Okay. Good idea. Okay. All right. Holly. A lot of swords energy coming through today. I can't help thinking that a lot of people overthinking things at the moment and perhaps not remembering how to allow and trust things to come through in the way they need to. Holly, there's a lot of celebration around you. There's a lot of things to celebrate coming up, I reckon, in the next 2 to 3 months here. There's a real energy that you're going to get invited places and things are going to be a little bit more social than what they were before. It's like things are picking up around you. Things are moving forward. Things are I don't know whether you're going to broaden your group or open up your group, or whether you are joining or in something now that's going to create a lot more social connections for you. And I'm not really sure, it may be that you haven't been participating in things, or you've been sitting back on things and maybe not really getting out there. And there's going to be a lot of things. I see people all around you here. I see a lot of celebration, a lot of invitations, and a lot of activity, communication. There's almost like things going on around you. Now, I can sort of understand this because things sort of stay very low for me. And then all of a sudden I find I've got friends sort of talking about going everywhere and doing things. And before I know it, I've got like a calendar full for a couple of weeks and I seem to be full on. And that's the energy that's coming through for you. I feel like you need to do this, though. I don't know whether you've been a little reclusive or a little to yourself, and the universe is trying to push you to get out there. But I see a lot of activity in the next probably 3 months where you may be even looking at your diary thinking, I can't even fit this in. But there's definitely a feeling of being invited places, of weddings, invitations, those sort of things coming towards you. And you feeling a little, I don't feel you're overwhelmed. I think you're really welcoming this energy, but maybe you're feeling like you can't manage it all, or maybe it's a bit overwhelming or daunting for you. But definitely lots going on for you in the next 3 months, where I feel you're going to either make new friends or you're going to be a lot more sociable than what you've been recently. All right. Do I see when? He's a Sagittarius, Brenda. Did I not say when? Probably within the next 6 of time, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months. I feel like something's holding this person up at the moment. It may be somebody else around them's unwell, or maybe they're not feeling well, but there seems to be an energy of the 6 of time. All right. Kim. Be still intuitive. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen your name around for a while. Thank you, Caitlin. Good for you, Sue. I'm glad to see you're doing that, because I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to really sort of stand your ground soon. Okay. All right, Kim, any messages about love, work, where to live? Let's have a look for you. There's a lot of you getting your life into balance at the moment. All right. So I feel like the universe is saying you need to be focusing on you at the moment. When I see that energy, I feel really strongly it's like making sort of sure decisions. Sometimes when we have a broad range of energy, or we're trying to see ourselves through a lot of different energy, we can become really confused. So does the universe. So sometimes when you say, well, you know, I want all these jobs, you start to become a bit frazzled because you're not getting a job, or frazzled because you're not really sure where to live. You sometimes send all these sort of mixed messages out to the universe. I want to say to you before I go any further, because the universe is saying to you here that you need to be very focused on what you want to manifest. So you need to be sure. If you are, you know, if you've got a fairly broad range of what you want, try and define it a little bit more. So instead of saying, I want to find a house in Queensland, maybe sort of look and say, I want to find a house on the Gold Coast or around Brisbane. Make it a little bit more sort of sure, because it's like the universe is waiting for you to be a little bit more focused on what is right for you. And this energy is sort of coming across here like you're all over the place with things. So you know what? I always write lists. It's still the Capricorn in me. It's very much the Capricorn in me. You know, if you want a relationship, then sit down and decide what you want in a relationship, because you don't want any person. You want somebody that's right for you. So is it maybe you write the 3 most important things through and maybe add 3 things that you're happy to compromise on. But don't sort of just go, I just want to meet someone, because that's sort of the energy that's coming across here. Be really focused on what you want and focused on the direction you want to go in. So I've got all these cards flying out at me. All right, now a lot of swords again. And this has been sort of the way it's been, hasn't it, for a little while. I've had a lot of swords today. This is about understanding your truth, having clarity, moving in the right direction, taking time out to make a decision. Because you're so scattered, it's like you're giving the energy this sort of, you know, very too broad, too big, too many choices, and that's what's coming across. I feel like here that you're going to make some decisions, possibly in the next few months, absolutely, on what you want to have in your life and what you don't want in your life too. So in regards to love, I feel like there is definitely somebody new coming through, possibly a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like this person's going to be in your life in the next 3 months. In regards to work, oh, you may be doing something at the moment that you're not enjoying, but maybe you aren't working. That work is coming too. All right, so we're looking around about the same period of time for that, because I'm seeing June, July for that. Maybe even into August for work. There seems to be some sort of energy of not liking what you're currently doing, but then if you're not working, that would make sense. If you're not liking what you're currently doing, something better is coming. And in regards of where to live, I would say to you, yeah, the Magician's here. Look, just focus on yourself at the moment. I feel like things are really falling into place for you, but the very strong feeling from the universe at the moment is to focus on what's right for you. So stay there, because everything is coming. You're manifesting brand new beginnings here. So you don't have to worry. Maybe because you're in the middle of all of those things at the moment, you're confusing yourself. All right, let's move on. Valerie. Hey, Sandra, how you going? Thanks, Caitlin. Thank you. I've only got a couple more to go. So, Valerie, if we finish at 1, if we stop taking readings at 1, I can get through them by 1:30, which is really important. But if I put 1:30 down, I reckon that I would be going till 2. So, all right, Valerie. Love and career and anything else that comes up. There's some disappointment around you at the moment. I feel like you're on the edge of this though, Valerie. I feel like somehow or another you're letting something go now. Some sort of disappointment from the past. It could be in regards to love, because I have the 8 and 5 coming through. So it's like you're moving away from something here. The Hanged Man's actually come up in reverse. I feel like you're letting go and closing down a cycle, which is awesome, but you're sort of stuck at the moment. All right, so you're seeing some energy with the Hanged Man that maybe you're sort of still in this motion. I almost want to say motion, emotion. You're stuck in something at the moment that's bogging you down. But I really feel that whatever this is, you are moving away from the disappointment of it, and it is coming to some sort of close here. But at the moment with the Hanged Man in reverse, you haven't quite got through the other side. All right. So I feel like in regards to love, you may have had a really sort of strong ending or a serious ending with someone. You are definitely bringing somebody new in here. They're just not quite ready to come in. The Justice card is here with the 3 of Pentacles, which means whoever's on your path here next is meant for you. So it's something very committed and serious here. But I feel like, yeah, possibly a fire sign. There's a love offer coming up for you from a fire sign. Leo, Sag, or Aries. In regards to career, there is a stable new position coming up and you're manifesting something new here. But this sort of feels like it's a bit further away. So whatever this is, you may be on a little bit of a journey with your career where you are either testing the waters on something, or you're what I call like leapfrogging, like you may be doing something at the moment that isn't feeling right for you, or you're about to embark on something, but you're not quite where you need to be. So there may be a few steps before you get where you're going. So definitely romance coming through, stability and work coming through. You are going through a period of time where you are planting seeds for the future, but I don't think it's clear cut with you. I feel that you are going to have some stepping stones when you get there. All right. Sandra. All right, let's have a look. Whoop. We're good. That's the last one. All right, let's have a look. Sandra. Thank you, Caitlin. And that's okay, Sandra. I'm okay with that. But I was going to cut everybody off at 1:30 this time because it just gets too hard. And I'm not sure how to really work it, so that I just think after 1 o'clock, if we stop readings, then I can at least get through them in that half an hour. That's fine. So let's have a look. Sandra. Okay, your Taurus has come Aries here, but he's coming out as a divine masculine. Things are still in process here. There is still an offer of love on the table. I feel like here, because we got the page, that's the Pisces card coming through here, and I have your person coming up as an Empress. So I only need 4 cards for this one, which is really good. I feel like your person is going to come forward here and make an offer without a doubt. But there's still something that's happening for your person with this 5 of Swords here. I have no doubt this person doesn't feel love for you. They do, without a doubt in my mind. This person is feeling a very strong pull towards you, and I feel like they want to come towards you. But this energy of the 5 of Swords gives me this energy here that this person is still completing or tying up loose ends in their own life. Like it's like they aren't ready to move forward. It's not a horrible thing. It's not intentional. It's just like this person just isn't in the right energy here. But because I have these other energies, I'm feeling like it doesn't feel that far away. All right, let me just draw 1 card. So how far away is this? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. So we're talking June, July, Cancer season, next water. I feel like your person definitely loves you. I feel they want to build with you with the Emperor, but for some unknown reason, I sort of feel like they've got to tie something up in their own life. This may be more than one thing, but they definitely are tying up loose ends, Sandra, and then I feel they will be on their way. All righty. You are very welcome. Thank you, Sarah. Yes. Thank you, XO. Oh, thank you, Caitlin. No, you've done a wonderful job. Thank you so much. I need to go back to the other thing I've missed too. So I am finishing up on time. Beautiful. Thank you very much for your help, Caitlin. Please thank Caitlin so much. She's been on board doing this for me for a while now. Most grateful. All right, and I will catch you all most likely next week. Mwah.